I want to begin this by raising a question that only you can answer to only you. But have you ever, like many of us, been trying to get somewhere? Been trying to reach something? Been trying to rise to a particular level only to find that your own efforts and struggles go in vain?
Right.
Amen.
You ever been in that place where it seems like you take 2 steps forward only to get pushed 3 steps back?
Amen. Go ahead.
It ever seemed like you wasting good effort after bad to simply get nowhere? Am I talking to anybody here?
Amen.
You ever feel like you're throwing good money after bad?
Wow.
Amen. Go
In
ahead.
a situation that seems to be getting no better?
All right.
You work harder to make more money,
Can't see where it's going.
to pay more bills,
Yeah.
that make more bills, so you work harder to make more money, to pay more bills, that make more bills,
Amen.
so you work harder.
Yeah.
Come on, talk about it. Have you ever been on this Galilean Sea rowing, and it seems like we ain't getting nowhere?
Amen. Go ahead.
Year after year, week after week, month after month, hour after hour, it just seems like the more I do, the more I have left to do.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me say to you, my brothers and sisters, I believe that that's the situation we see the disciples in the text this morning. So powerful, I believe, is this passage that many of us miss much of what we can learn from the text. Many times we read this account, y'all, and we read Matthew's account because Matthew speaks about some things that John doesn't speak about. Are you with me here? When Matthew tells this story, Matthew says, well, you know, I was sitting where I saw Peter. Same story, same account. I saw Peter, and Peter yelled out, you know, if it's you, bid me to come. Have I got a witness? I believe many times we look at Peter's situation, but we miss so much that the Lord is saying to us even beyond Peter's account. So John gives us, and remember John's been telling us, he's been saying, the reason I write is so that you would believe. Do you remember that? Did you read that in response to reading this morning? He says, the reason I wrote these, and he said, I'm not claiming to be telling you everything that the Lord has done. All right? In fact, if I was going to do that, there's not enough books in the world that could contain all that Jesus has done.
Go ahead.
But I write to you, mission, I write to you, brothers and sisters, that you would have a heart that would believe. Have I got a witness? That Jesus is who he said he is. Notice here that Jesus had just performed what many argue to be the greatest miracle he ever performed. They still have baskets full of fragments on the ship. Have I got a witness? They still got more food than they come there with. Am I talking to anybody? He just fed 5,000 men plus women and children with 2 fishes. 5 barley loaves. Have I got a witness? They come there with nothing, now they leave with baskets or something. And now here they are. You figure if the Lord has shown himself to be that kind of God, I might not have to go through nothing else ever again.
Right.
Yes, sir.
It seemed to me, and y'all know me, I'm just me. Maybe you more holy than I am, but it seemed to me like if I serve a Christ that can take 2 fishes and 5 barley loaves and feed folk who to go through anything. Seems like I should never have to have any storms. Seems like I should never have to have any setbacks since I belong to Him. Have I got a witness? But this story says not so. This story says you can still have miracle left over in your basket. And a storm will find you. Have I got a witness? This story says you can still have the words of Jesus ringing in your ears. But yet the wind will rise and the storm will come. Have I got a witness? And I wish I could tell you, differently, but I'm not the kind of pastor that appreciate you and tell you that life with Jesus means you'll never have no problems. You'll never hear me say that if you have enough faith that the storms won't rise in your life, because the truth is, in this world you will have tribulation.
Yes, sir.
Have I got a witness? Wish I could tell my children that everything will be all right. That the Lord will take care of all your problems, which He will. But you will have some ups and downs. Have I got a witness? Put the Lord on board your ship. Have I got a witness?
Go ahead.
Struggling, they are. Rowing, they are. The Bible says they've got nowhere. Trying to get somewhere, but haven't gotten anywhere. And I think it's profound that he points out the fact that they were in the middle. They were in that place where it don't make no difference which way we go. Have I got a witness? Look, in other words, somebody might say, let's turn around and go back. What's up? Are you talking back? In other words, it's just as hard to go back as it is to keep going. Have I got a witness? They're halfway there. They got just as much behind them as they do in front of them. They're rowing, and they discover that their own power can get them nowhere. Their own strength can do nothing for them. But here comes Jesus. And you've heard this before, so since I'm a preacher right now, I'm going to tell you, here comes Jesus walking on the very thing that was hindering them. Let me say to you, and since it's my turn to say it, you heard it say it, but it's my turn this morning. Let me say to you, your problems are not a problem for Jesus. Have I got a witness? Your struggles are not a struggle for Jesus. What's big and bad to you is not big and bad to Jesus. Have I got a witness here? What's over your head is under His feet. He has all power. Have I got a witness? One away, and then I notice the tone of the text. John doesn't even play up the fact that He walks on the water. I mean, if it was my right, I would have really talked about that. He stepped on the water. We could hear His footprints and hear His footsteps.